Here we go now.
Hello, Legalites! I am Ange Medina and you are watching Legal Life, the boldest legal magazine show dito lang sa The Bolder Channel. Welcome to the program, Legalites. Dito sa Legal Life, pag-uusapan natin ang mga mahahalaga na papanahong legal issues at makikilala natin ang iba't ibang personalidad at character ng ating mga legal professionals. Be informed, be inspired sa kanilang mga kwento. Under the Philippine law, estate tax is defined as the tax on the right of the deceased or ng isang taong namatay na i-transmit o ibigay ang kanyang mga naiwang properties sa kanyang mga tagapagmana at beneficiaries. According to the Bureau of Internal Revenue, estate tax is not a tax on property. Hindi ito real property tax. Ang estate tax ay buwis na ipinapataw sa pribilehiyo ng isang tao na mayapa na ipamana ang kanyang mga naiwang properties sa mga tagapagmana niya. For tonight, we have attorney Nathalie Velasquez of the law firm Dialogo and Associates. She will help us in understanding more about estate tax and other related legal matters. Good evening, Attorney Nathalie.
Good evening, Attorney Ange, and good evening to our viewers.
How are you? Kumusta?
I'm good, Attorney Ange, very good. Work from home pa rin po.
Oo nga, I think before we start with the program, I think it's proper to congratulate you kasi balita ko you have just been promoted as senior associate of your law firm. Nag-message sa akin ang inyong managing partner. Congratulations!
Thank you po, Attorney Ange, and thank you po sa aking boss, of course, si Attorney Edward Dialogo. Thank you for the
Oo
trust.
nga. Attorney Edward, thank you for pinahiram mo sa amin si Attorney Nathalie, ang iyong bagong senior associate. Yan. Attorney Edward is our guest sa ating pilot episode, 'di ba? Doon sa when we talked about the tax for social media
Correct.
influencers. Hello Attorney Edward. Ayan. So, thank you very much sa newly promoted Senior Associate ng Dialogo and Associates for being here and for, of course, thank you in advance for helping our viewers in educating them about estate tax. So, didiretso na ako sa ating first question, Attorney Nathalie. Bakit ba natin kailangang bayaran ang estate tax?
Attorney Ange, marami tayong iba't ibang paraan, no, para mag-acquire ng properties. Very common po dyan yung sale. Okay? Pwede rin naman kapag ka may namatay at may mga naiwanang properties, meron pong mga tagapagmana. Ngayon po, yung mga tagapagmana, hindi po nila maililipat yung property sa kanila unless they pay the estate tax and get clearance from BIR.
So, ang ibig sabihin nito, Attorney Nathalie, the importance ng pagbabayad ng estate tax or ng buwis na to is so that the heirs, malilipat nila sa pangalan nila yung mga properties na naiwan nung taong namayapa. Tama ba?
That is correct, Attorney Ange, no? I-emphasize na lang din natin na ang kailangan nating makuha from BIR is the clearance o yung tinatawag nating Certificate Authorizing Registration, which is one of the requirements po ng Registry of Deeds para mailipat nga yung property from the decedent to the heir.
So, without the heirs paying itong estate tax, hindi naman sila makakakuha nitong car na tinatawag from the BIR. And this car, ito kasi yung isasubmit sa Register of Deeds to transfer the property from the deceased doon sa kanyang mga heirs. Tama ba,
Tama po
Attorney?
yun. Tama po yun, Attorney Ange.
Paano, Attorney Nathalie, kung yung namatay, wala naman siyang naiwan na mga properties? Meron ba siyang problema sa estate tax? Is this something that yung mga naiwan nung namatay ay kailangan pa ring bayadan kahit na walang properties na naiwan yung namatay?
Attorney Edge, kung wala talaga siyang properties, no, wala naman na siyang kailangan bayaran estate tax kasi wala naman din siyang ililipat.
Okay, so yun po no, to our viewers, ang estate tax ito po ay binabayadan kung ang namatay ay may naiwang mga properties. Pero kung wala namang naiwang properties yung namatay, hindi kailangang magbayad ng estate tax. So, Attorney Nathalie, kailan dapat bayaran at ang estate tax and paano yung process in paying estate tax?
Under the train law, Attorney Ange, no, the estate tax should be paid within 1 year from the date of death of the decedent. So, ang mga tagapagmana po, meron silang 1 taon para bayaran yon. For the process naman, it's file and pay, okay? So, before we go to BIR, dapat kompleto na po natin ang mga documentary requirements natin. Katulad po ng tax identification number or TIN ng estate. Of course, kasama din ng TIN ng heirs. Katulad din po ng certified true copy ng titulo, ng tax declaration, and of course, yung ating deed of extrajudicial settlement. To name a few, ano? And then, after po nating makomplete yung mga requirements, dalhin po natin ito sa BIR so that they can assess and compute magkano ba ang babayaran nating estate tax. After that, pwede na tayong magbayad.
you mentioned a lot of documentary requirements, and sometimes for a person na hindi naman talaga very knowledgeable about this documentary requirements, hindi nila alam, 'di ba? Saan ba nila kukunin yung mga ganitong requirements? So, sino ang pwedeng mag-assist sa isang tao na magbabayad ng estate tax? Sino dapat yung kanilang lapitan kung sakaling gusto nilang humingi ng assistance?
Maaari silang lumapit, Attorney Ange, 'no, sa isang estate settlement expert or professional. Maaari din pong of course lawyers, and matutulungan din po sila ng mga accountant.
Ayun po. So for those who have problems, 'di ba? Kung hindi niyo alam kung ano ba ang proseso ng pagbabayad ng estate tax, magkano ang babayaran, paano lilipunin yung inyong mga documentary requirements, pwede po kayong lumapit sa mga estate settlement expert or professionals like lawyers and accountants. So, Attorney Nathalie, didiretso na ako, no? Kasi we talked about the importance of paying estate tax, to when should we pay estate tax. Pero magkano nga ba ang estate tax na kailangang bayaran? At ano ang tax rate, prevailing tax rate ngayon?
Okay, Attorney Ange, 'no, to answer that question, we have to consider actually two things, okay? Number one, yung ating pong tax base, and number two, yung tax rate natin. So, ang ating tax rate po under the TRIN law ay 6% of the net estate, and ang ating namang tax base will be computed as the gross estate less the deduction. The difference will be our net estate, which is our tax base.
So may mga terms tayo na nabanggit na baka hindi familiar yung ating mga viewers. We talked about tax base, which is the net estate. Tama ba, Attorney Nathalie? So
Tama po yun.
Yes, paano kino-compute itong tax base at anong pinagbabasihan? For example, lupa, bahay or building yung naiwang property nung namatay.
For the tax base, Attorney Ange, 'no, the first thing that we have to do is to make an inventory of all the properties. 'Pag sinabi po nating all properties, kasama po diyan ang bahay at lupa, condominium unit, sasakyan, shares of stocks, and bank accounts. So 'pag na-total na po natin yung value niyan, okay, di-deduct naman natin from there yung tinatawag nating deduction. So kung ano ang available and applicable sa atin, i-deduct natin. The difference, yun po ang ating net estate na tinatawag, which is our tax base. So doon po natin ina-apply yung ating tax rate.
So we have the gross estate less yung mga allowable deductions provided by law. Tapos lalabas yung net estate. Yung net estate, yun yung times 6% na yung binanggit kanina. Tama ba?
Correct. Tama, Attorney Ange.
At yung lalabas na value, yun yung estate tax na kailangang bayaran ng upang estate tax na kailangang bayaran ng mga heirs.
Tama
And
po,
they will
Attorney
be
Ange.
issued the car. Okay.
Yes, opo. Idagdag lang natin, Attorney Ange, 'no, kasi actually very important and crucial yung part ng computation, kasi dito po usually nagkakaroon ng mistakes. So, ang value po na kailangan natin gamitin, 'no, it is the BIR zonal value or the market value as stated in the tax declaration, whichever is higher. So, kung ano po ang mas mataas doon sa dalawa. And more importantly, Attorney Ange, i-emphasize din natin na dapat ang gamitin nating value is the value at the time of death.
Paano naman, Attorney Nathalie, kung for example, yung ating mga viewers, balak na nilang magbayad ng estate tax, but they don't know how to compute yung estate tax na kanilang babayaran. Siyempre, paghahandaan din nila yan di ba? Kung magkano ba yung kanilang ilalabas na pera. Sino yung pwede nilang lapitan para mag-compute ng estate tax para sa kanila?
Again, Attorney Ange, maaari po yung mga estate settlement experts natin. Tayo po as lawyers, nag-a-assist din po tayo for the computation part, and I think accountant also are capable of doing that.
Pwede din ba silang lumapit sa BIR at this point na hindi pa sila magbabayad ng tax, but they want to know how much the estate tax na kailangan nilang bayadan?
Yes, Attorney Ange, puwede silang pumunta sa ating BIR offices 'no, and then dalhin po nila yung mga requirements so that they can, get assessment from BIR. Yun nga lang po, we just have to make sure na ang value po na gagamitin is the value at the time of death.
Oh, I see. So yung sa ating pong mga viewers na gustong malaman magkano ba yung inyong kailangang bayadang estate tax, you just have to collate, no? Tama, ipunin, magkaroon ng inventory ng mga properties na naiwan nung taong namayapa at dalhin ito sa BIR for the computation or assessment ng estate tax. Hindi pa naman nila kailangang bayaran at that moment, ano, Attorney Nathalie. So,
Yes,
wag muna
Attorney
silang
Ange.
mag-alala. Okay. Paano naman Attorney Nathalie if for example, madaming properties yung naiwan nung namayapa at meron lang talagang isang property, for example, a land na importanteng ilipat na ngayon sa mga heirs. Pwede bang papichi-pichi muna yung pagbabayad ng estate tax o kailangan bultuhan? Once you pay estate tax, dapat estate tax for the whole estate or sa lahat na ng properties.
Attorney Ange, puwede naman 'no, puwede namang, pichi-pichi nga ang ating ano, pagbabayad ng ang isama natin sa pagbabayad ng estate tax. However, ang implication po kasi nun is madodoble po yung proseso natin. So, babalik na naman tayo sa BIR, magbabayad na naman po tayo ng estate tax. Ang kagandahan, Attorney Ange, under the Train Law, meron po kasi tayong provision for the cash installment payment. So, if ang ating mga tagapagmana, hindi po sufficient ang cash nila to pay for the total estate tax, the BIR may actually authorize the payment of cash installment. Pwede po yan monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually, provided na mabayaran po natin ito within 2 years from the filing of the return.
Oh, so ang advice mo, Attorney Nathalie, is that kung may kakayahan naman yung mga tagapagmana na bayaran ng buo yung estate tax, gawin na nila para isang proseso na lang with the BIR. But kung sakaling hindi nila kaya na bayaran yon ng isang bultuhan, pwede nilang i-avail yung cash installment payment. Tama ba ang aking term? Yes,
Tama po
cash
yun, Attorney
installment
Ange.
payment. Oo, under the train law. Para hindi naman sila mabigatan that they can pay it quarterly or monthly, 'di ba? Parang
Yes,
installment
yes.
yung babayadan. But it should be paid within 2 years.
Yes, Attorney Ange, within 2 years po from the filing of the return.
Paano naman, attorney, ako iniisip ko yung mga scenarios na or mga complications na pwedeng pagdaanan nung ating mga viewers, ano. What if naman, Attorney Nathalie, if you said there are allowable deductions, 'di ba? Gross estate, kung magkano yung zonal value ngayon, may mga allowable deductions. Magkakaroon ba ng pagkakataon na baka mas malaki yung deductions kesa dun sa gross estate na zero na or negative na yung tax base?
Yes, possible 'yun, Attorney Ange. Possible na mangyari na zero na 'no or negative pa nga yung tax base natin.
Kapag ganito, ano yung kailangan pa bang mag-file ng return? Punta pa ba sa BIR o kahit hindi na?
Actually, Attorney Ange 'no, kahit na zero 'yan or negative ang ating, tax base 'no, kailangan pa rin natin mag-file ng estate tax return, okay? Again, the reason is kapagka meron po tayong mga registrable properties, kailangan pa rin po natin kuhain from BIR yung clearance or yung CAR na tinatawag. So, para mailipat po natin sa pangalan ng mga heirs, we have to get that and to submit it to Registry of Deeds.
Oh, I see. So kahit malaki yung deductions, punta ka pa din sa BIR. You file the return because hahanapin pa din sa Register of Deeds yung car na i-issue ng BIR para ma-transfer mo yung ipa-transfer ng Register of Deeds yung property sa mga tagapagmana.
That's correct, Attorney Ange.
Wow, thank you for those clarifications, no, Attorney Nathalie. I think more or less yung ating mga viewers, they now have an idea, 'di ba? Kung kailan ba nila dapat bayaran yung estate tax at ano yung value or magkano yung estate tax na kanilang babayaran. Earlier you said that the estate tax should be paid within 1 year. Tama ba? Mula sa pagkamatay nung person who originally owns the property.
Yes, correct, Attorney Ange.
What if, syempre, hindi naman yung yung mga naiwan, they would take their time to grieve. For example, hindi naman immediate yung kanilang pangangailangan na ilipat yung property sa mga pangalan nila. What if in a scenario na lumagpas na ng 1 year mula nang namatay yung original na may-ari ng property? What would be the consequence of not filing for or paying the estate tax within that 1 year period?
Pag gano'n, Attorney Ange, mag-i-impose na po ng penalty and interest, no? A penalty of 25 or 50% surcharge and 12% interest per annum. So, medyo malaki din po 'yun.
Oo nga, so kailangan palang bantayan kung yung pagbabayad ng estate tax. So babalik ako dun sa advice natin kanina that if you are really capable of paying the estate tax, meron ka ng pera na na magbayad ng estate tax. You pay it first, you pay it already in full para hindi na madaming proseso pa, hindi pa ulit-ulit yung proseso. But also make sure that you pay it on time para makaiwas ka
Correct.
sa mga surcharges and penalties. Okay, paano naman kung we've been talking about payment of estate tax at yung mga nababanggit nating examples are buildings, di ba? Mga lands, mostly mga real properties. What if ang naiwan naman, Attorney Nathalie, nung namatay, walang real properties, walang land, walang bahay, but he left money sa kanilang mga bank accounts. Kailangan din bang magbayad ng estate tax or hindi na?
Attorney Ange, under the train law, meron po tayong option actually to go directly to the bank, okay? Pwede po tayong dumiretso na sa bangko and ask for the withdrawal of the deposit. However, bago po natin yan ma-withdraw, subject po yan sa 6% final withholding tax. So, hindi ka po pupunta ng BIR at magbabayad ng estate tax, hindi mo na kailangan hintayin yung car, but before the withdrawal, si bangko, kakaltasan na po niya yan ng 6% final withholding tax. Additionally, of course, this is subject to the submission of documentary requirements na hihingiin ni bangko.
Oh, so kung ang pinag-uusapan lamang, kung ang naiwan lamang na property ng taong namayapa ay ang pera niya sa bangko, meron na siyang option na wag nang pumunta kay BIR, 'di ba? Wag nang file and pay sa BIR, pero doon na niya isettle yung tax na babayaran sa bangko mismo before the withdrawal of the money. Tama ba?
Correct, Attorney Ange, no? And idagdag na din natin, no, na they can do that within the 1 year period also. Dapat within the 1 year, ma-withdraw na nila yon at makaltasan na ng 6% at ma-remit ng bangko ang taxes sa BIR.
Oh, I think that's a very important note to our viewers. Kasi recently, ako pa lang, madaming nagtatanong sa akin ng scenario na yan di ba? Yung kanilang mahal na sa buhay na namayapa, may naiwang pera sa bangko. So, yun po, sa ating mga viewers, wag na silang magulat kung may kaltas, di ba? Kung nalaman nilang 100,000 yung naiwang pera doon sa bank account at bumalik sa kanila, biglang 94,000 na lang, that's 6% is the withholding tax due. Tama. But hindi na nila kailangan pumunta sa BIR para bayaran
Yes, correct, Attorney Ange.
I think that's a very good process na inintroduce ng BIR, 'di ba? Para hindi na mahirapan yung mga heirs in settling the tax due. Maraming we hear it from the news yung train law, 'di ba? And sinasabi nila madaming nagbago sa proseso ng pagbabayad ng buwis dahil sa train law na naipasa noong 2018. So, naging effective ito 2018. What about those mga taong namayapa before the train law? Yung rules pa ba under the train law yung mag-a-apply sa kanila or iba na?
Tama ka 'no, Attorney Ange, marami pong changes na brought about by the train law. To name a few, yun lamang pong ating tax rate sa lumang batas po natin, it ranges from 5% to 20%. Ngayon po sa ating train law, single rate na lang po yan na 6% of the net estate. Another important change is yung tungkol sa deductions. Previously sa ating lumang batas, ang standard deduction lamang ay 1 million. Ngayon po, 5 million na po yan. And kapag sinabi po nating standard deduction, Attorney Ange, wala pong substantiation requirement ang kailangan nating isubmit. Another is family home. Previously sa ating lumang batas po, 1 million lang din yan. Ngayon po sa train law, 10 million na po yan. Also, nabanggit na natin kanina yung period to pay. Dati po sa ating lumang batas, 6 months lang yan, attorney. Ngayon po, 1 taon na. So, madami po, no? Madami pong mga changes dala ng train law. Ngayon naman, attorney, if ang ating deceased ay namatay po prior to the effectivity of the train law, ang mag-a-apply po na batas sa kanya ay hindi ang train law, kundi ang lumang batas.
I see you've enumerated some of the changes, 'di ba, brought about by the train law. And ako bilang tagapakinig, I realize that this train law, ang changes na dinala niya is favorable talaga sa ating mga taxpayers, ano, because it entails a greater deduction. Ibig sabihin po, kung mas malaki yung deduction na pwede niyong iawas doon sa gross estate, 'di ba? Mas liliit yung inyong net estate na magiging basehan noong kanilang estate tax na nababayadan. So paano naman, Attorney Nathalie, for example meron pang mga tagapagmana na hindi pa nakapagbayad nung estate tax ng isang deceased na namatay, for let's take for example before the effectivity ng train law 2017, 'di ba? May remedy pa ba sila or talagang diretso na malaki na yung surcharge and penalties na kanilang babayadan?
Well, Attorney Ange, no, if ang isang decedent ay namatay prior to the effectivity of the train law, ibig ngang sabihin yan, ang applicable law sa kanila ay yung lumang batas. So, kung ngayon po sila magbabayad, 2021, dapat malaki na po ang penalty and interest, no? However, ang kagandahan, Attorney Ange, meron po tayo ngayong estate tax amnesty na pwede po nating i-avail until June 14, 2023. So, sa tax amnesty po natin, wala na tayong babayarang penalty and interest, okay? 6% lamang po of the net estate. More importantly, no, Attorney Ange, ang value pa rin na gagamitin natin is the value at the time of death, kahit na ngayon pa lang tayo magbabayad.
So yung sa ating mga tagapakinig, 'di ba? Sa ating mga viewers na hindi pa nagbabayad ng estate tax na due doon sa mga naipamana sa kanila ng kanilang mahal sa buhay na namatay prior to 2018, pwede nilang i-avail tong amnesty na tinatawag para yung mga penalty, surcharges hindi nyo na babayadan, 'di ba? So, yun lang ang magiging basihan din nung value or gross estate, net estate is the value of the property during the time of death, tama ba?
That's correct, Attorney Ange.
And the tax rate also is what is provided by the law during the time of death. So hindi pa 6%, depende.
6% na lang po 'yun, Attorney Ange, no? Ang tinatanggal lang po natin diyan yung mga penalties and interest, but the tax rate is 6%.
Wow, thank you for that clarification, 'di ba? So at least walang dapat ikatakot, 'di ba, yung ating mga viewers na hindi pa nakapagbayad kasi hanggang 2023 they can avail of the tax amnesty. So Attorney Nathalie, we've covered, I think, comprehensively covered yung ating topic tungkol sa estate tax, and I hope our viewers has been guided, di ba? Alam na nila kung ano ang estate tax, kailan to dapat bayaran, mga documentary requirements, at possibly magkano yung kanilang babayadang estate tax. Do you have other tips to add regarding the payment of estate tax para sa ating mga viewers?
To add, Attorney Ange, of course, sa ating mga viewers, if kaya po natin magbayad ng estate tax, we do it on or before the deadline. We also make sure na lahat ng applicable and available deductions for us ay ma-avail natin. Pinakamahalaga, Attorney Ange, again, yung valuation ng property, no? Kung paano natin kukomputin, ano ba ang value na gagamitin natin. So, as much as possible, mas maganda kung guided po ang ating mga heirs or tagapagmana ng estate settlement expert. Pwede silang mag-consult and seek for professional advice.
Yes, paano naman kung nakapag-decide ang ating mga viewers na ikaw, Attorney Nathalie, ang kanilang lalapitan, hihingi sila ng, they would want a consultation with you, how can they contact you?
They can contact me, Attorney Ange, sa aming official Facebook page ng aming law office. That's Gialogo and Associates. Doon po, pwede nila akong kontakin doon. And I think our contact details are flashed in the screen as well. Yung email po natin nandyan and our phone number.
Ayun, so thank you very much, Attorney Nathalie, for being very benevolent with your time, and very substantial yung ating discussion about estate tax, and I think we have properly guided ang ating mga viewers as regards their obligation to pay their estate tax. Do you want to thank anyone, or baka may nagpapa-shout out sa iyo, di ba? May gusto ka bang batiin or advertise your activities or business, please?
Of course, thank you po, Attorney Ange, sa pag-invite dito at nabigyan tayo ng avenue to share our knowledge sa estate tax at least makapag-share sa ating viewers. Siguro batiin ko yung mga office mates ko sa Gialogo and Associates. Thank you po for watching. And of course, yung ating mga kababayan dyan sa Pangasinan, nasabi ko, Attorney Ange, na manood po sila. Ayun. And of course, yung parents ko, siblings ko, hello. Thank you for the support.
For sure, very proud sila. Oo, for sure, very proud sila, di ba? Madami din akong natutunan from you. And yes, Attorney Nathalie and we are both from Pangasinan. So hello po sa ating mga viewers from Pangasinan. Thank you, Attorney Nathalie, and I'll message you after our show. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Ange.
So there you go, Legalites. If you need assistance regarding succession, settlement of estate, inheritance, estate planning, or you have legal issues concerning Philippine taxation, always consult a lawyer or an estate settlement professional like Attorney Nathalie Velasquez here. So Legal Life will be right back. Don't go away.
With PasaJob, di lang mag-apply ang pwede mong gawin. Pwede ka rin mag-refer ng friend for a chance to get paid. That's right! PasaJob rewards you for connecting employers to the right candidates. So apply, refer, get paid with PasaJob. Hassle maghanap ng trabaho, pero sa app na to, lagi kang panalo. Nakatulong ka na, may reward ka pa. Sali ka na! Download the app to PasaJob, help a friend, get a reward.
So nagbabalik po ang Legal Life, but before we continue, let's give shout out sa ating mga viewers. So I would like to say hi to my tita, Lay Medina Benaventura, who's watching from New Zealand. Yes, so we also have here Mr. Chris Aquino. Yan, sabi niya, hi daw, Attorney Nathalie. And we also have here Miss Marta Doria. Hello po, thank you for watching the third episode of Legal Life. So we also have here attorney Dan, 'di ba? Attorney Dan Sabilala is watching also. He's also a CPA lawyer and also a tax expert. Hello Dan. So I'll say hello also to Marivic Dumlao and also to my parents who's watching right now, 'di ba? So ayun po, I would be reading some of your greetings later ulit sa second part ng ating segment. And also, hello, Attorney Ange Medina, very informative session. Thank you very much po sa mga nag-comments. So, there's an adage that says YOLO or you only live once. Kaya naman kaming mga legal professionals, hindi kami magpapahuli dyan. We know not just to earn a living but also to live life and make it adventurous. So joining us now are two bolder men, Attorney John Yambao and Attorney Ron Madrid. Good evening, attorneys.
Hello, Ange, everyone.
Hello, Ron. Hello, John. Kamusta?
Hi, magandang gabi.
Doing good. Magandang gabi.
Oo, asan kayo? Nasa office ba kayo?
Okay naman.
Sa office kayong dalawa?
Thanks for having us.
Yes,
Ako,
also.
Yes,
Oo.
sa office.
yes, nasa
Oo,
office
thank
yan.
you for I know both of you are busy kaya we are very thankful na napaunlakan nyo yung aming invitation that you join us here at Legal Life and also to share about your passion. So, please can you introduce yourself again and saan kayo currently affiliated? I'll start with Ron here. Ron?
Hello. Good evening again, everyone. I'm Attorney Ron Madrid. I'm currently working here in SGB in Makati. I handle indirect tax, so customs basically, yung hinawakan namin.
Ayun, tax din pala, no? So pwede pala isama ka namin kanina kay Attorney Nathalie in the discussion about Philippine tax. Pero ang
Estate
specialization is on customs tax.
Customs,
tama
yeah.
ba?
Mga importations, yeah.
Oh, okay. So international tax din yan, ano? Pag yan ang practice?
May part of it kasi we also study yung mga uh, uh, laws about tawag dito, customs abroad. Pero usually naman almost unified naman yung rules, so it's easy to understand.
Oh, okay. Ayun. And so I think we introduced also si Attorney John Yambao, who we know, 'di ba, prior to this interview kasi batchmates po kami sa San Beda. So, John? Ayun, John, can you introduce yourself again also
Yeah,
and kung saan ka
my name is-
affiliated?
I'm a junior partner at Espino Apelli. We're located here in Ortigas.
Oh, so you have your own firm na ngayon, John, ano? So you're a junior partner and your office is in Ortigas, tama? Ayun, medyo naglalag
Yes,
ata
that's correct,
yung medyo naglalag ata yung internet ni John. Kamusta ba dyan ngayon sa Manila? Is it raining? Maulan ba? Hindi naman.
Here in Manila, it's drizzling kaninang hapon, siguro mga 3 or 4. Pero so far, I think it's
Medyo.
the weather.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so let's go straight to the point na, di ba? So we invited you in order for you to share yung inyong passions outside of our work. So, can you share with us, ano ba yung inyong mga pinagkakaabalahan, your passions, at paano kayo nagsimulang mahilig dito? I'll start with John here. John?
So I'm into box. Started siguro 2008 when I started boxing actually. But I've been a fan of the sport since siguro elementary pa. But I fell in love with it when I started actually boxing. So I competitions, amateur competitions, from 2009 up to 2004. Actually, during law school, naka-compete pa ako twice. So medyo nasingit pa natin siya. And ano naman, maganda naman yung effect kasi medyo natin yung extracurricular natin. Now, of course, hindi na tayo masyadong active sa boxing per se, but I'm more focused now on being Filipino boxers and trying to help promote the sport also dito sa Philippines. Yeah.
So before you were a law student and during the time that you were a law student, ikaw mismo you are a boxer, tama ba? So you join competitions also, tama ba, John?
Yes, correct. Sa amateur level lang.
Wow, oo nga. Actually,
Hindi na tayo
nung law
umabot
school,
sa professor.
oo.
Hindi.
Ayun, for sure si Ron and me, we know this about you, know, that you were joining amateur competitions during law school. But now you said that
Yes.
you are into promoting Philippine boxing. So how do you do this right now? I think may little delay kay John. So tayo munang dalawa, Ron, ang mag-usap
Okay.
while waiting
Sure,
for
Ange.
while waiting for John. So
All
can
right.
you share with us also, Ron, what's your passion outside of our work as a lawyers at paano ka
Yes.
nagsimulang mahilig sa passion na to?
So, I don't know if people know about it, but it's just been a recent sport here in the Philippines. It's called obstacle course racing. So I think we're more familiar with running, trail running sa mountains. But what I'm into is called obstacle course racing. It's basically you run 5 or 10 kilometers or even 21 kilometers. And there are a bunch of obstacles. For example, 5 kilometers, there are 20 obstacles. 10 kilometers, there are like 25 or 30 obstacles ata, parang ganun. So basically, it's just not purely running, but running is the base. There are obstacles you need to do, otherwise you'll do penalties. So how I started was that in 2017, when I started working in Makati, syempre, hindi lang tayo puro pwede work. And ako kasi, I have a very fit life ever since I was in high school pa. So I started to look for a gym, pero naisip ko wag muna tayo mag-gym kasi wala pang budget that time. So luckily I saw someone work out in BGC, and BGC is of course across Makati lang. So I joined this team. It's called Sun South Fitness during that time. And then during that time they kept on saying there's this Spartan race. Eh ako naman habol ko lang mag-workout, libre, 'di ba? May coach, may group. So doon tayo sa, 'di ba? Sa libre, di ba? So during that time, for fun, training, etc. Tapos nagtitrain under the rain, sa mud, kasi parang we trained sa park in BGC, if you're familiar, sa High Street. Then, lo and behold,
Yes.
it was like just 1 week before. Funny thing was that I had like a required seminar at work during that weekend. Pero for some reason, it was moved. So sabi ko, baka this is the sign I should join this, kung whatever this is, di ba? So I joined. It was the first race. It was an OCR race under the brand of Spartan Race. That's a global brand, obstacle course racing. So it was in September 2017. So ever since yun, I've been joining races. I think total na yata 8 to 10 races na in the Philippines or more pa. And I've also joined one international event in Malaysia. Yun.
Oh, so
So,
you're into, your passion is obstacle course racing, but specifically it's Spartan, 'di ba? And Spartan is a brand of obstacle course
that is
racing,
the
is that right?
most, yes,
Uh-huh.
that is the most famous obstacle course racing brand in the world, Spartan Race.
So you do it not only here in the Philippines, but you also go abroad to attend
Yeah, I tried
Spartan
it
race.
once kasi people were
Uh-huh.
saying na racing abroad is fun and parang there's a sense of camaraderie or like, unity with the other Filipinos there. Kasi whenever you go there, syempre, if you win, if ever, you bring your flag. Parang ganun. Parang you represent
Oo.
the country. Parang ganun. Sabi ko, uy, okay yan ha. Parang minsan lang ako ma-experience ng ganyan. Hindi naman ako national athlete. So,
Oo.
what a way to represent the country if ever I win. Parang ganun.
So parang meron ding sense of pride, ano? Kasi you are representing the Philippines, kumbaga,
Yes.
kapag international race ito.
Yes.
Wow!
Actually, when you get there, you'll see all the countries. They have their shirt. You'll see the flag of their country, like
Oo.
Singapore,
Uh-huh.
Thailand, yan. Yung mga other
Oo.
countries from Australia, they even fly from
Mm-mm.
Australia. So it's like a big thing yung when you go to another country kasi nga it's fun. And then
Oo.
the community is amazing talaga. Like it's the best for
Yeah.
me.
Oo, I think John here is back. John, have you tried Spartan also? Yung brand ng obstacle course racing na sinasabi ni Ron? Have you tried?
Actually, hindi pa. Gusto ko nga magpaturo kay kung siya yung expert dyan eh.
Oo nga eh. Nako, may bagong
Anytime,
recruit si
bro.
Ron.
But I've never tried it personally.
Oh,
Kaya
okay.
siya.
'Di ba? Ayan, may bagong recruit ka na. Kung meron
Thank
ulit
you.
Spartan race, oo. You can medyo malayo nga lang, Ortigas siya and you're in Makati, ano?
Pag weekends,
Ayun.
bro, pwede na tayo mag-train sa mga gyms, obstacle course gym. Meron naman.
Pero so you've mentioned gym, 'di ba? And madaming obstacle doon. For example, let's take Spartan. Tapos may mga penalties pa which I would assume mga ano din 'yan, some physical din yung mga penalties, ano? So how do you
Body
prepare for it?
Well, personally, sa start kasi, syempre, you do an obstacle race, what do you practice? Di ba,
Mhm.
obstacles. So I said like, sige, practice ako, obstacles. Then
Mhm.
people who've been doing it for the past years, they said, no, focus on running. If you want to excel in
Mhm.
the sport, syempre, competitive tayo, you need to
Oo,
run
oo,
more.
oo naman.
So
Oo.
parang ang ginagawa ko now is really focus on the running. Yung obstacles lang, hindi na rin gaano kasi usually the obstacles, medyo alam mo na, for example, 5 kilometers, standard na yung obstacles na lalabas dyan. For
Mhm.
10 kilometers, standard na. So ang labanan talaga is running and terrain. Kasi most terrains are yun, sa forest talaga. Like
Mhm.
trail running talaga, not just road running.
Are there a lot of lawyers who are into obstacle course racing or kaunti lang?
Yes. Fun fact. We have a
Mhm.
obstacle sports federation, Philippine Obstacle Sports Federation. Our
Mhm.
chairman or the president is Attorney Al Agra. I'm not sure if you guys
Mhm.
are familiar with him. He's a professor from Ateneo Law.
Mhm.
He is we see him as our father of OCR in the Philippines. So he's one of those lawyers doing it. Then an attorney Kitch Gamilla, she's really good
Mhm.
for the female division. She's like one of the known racers here in the Philippines. And there are other lawyers also. The thing is, usually I just meet them during the race. Parang
Oh.
they just I've also met a bunch of law students doing it from Ateneo actually.
And madadagdagan pa ng lawyer kasi si John gusto din niyang sumama, 'di ba?
Ah,
John, oo, sinabi mo yan live stream, so naka-record to. So,
oo nga.
ano, oo,
Bro, no more backing
mag-Spartan
out.
siya. Oh, ayun, so John is back. I think mas okay yung kanyang
Admissible.
connection now. Admissible, oo. Electronic evidence. Ako bahala dito, John.
Sorry
Anyway,
about that.
so, John, you said formerly you were doing boxing as an amateur boxer, but now you're into promoting Philippine boxing, di ba? How do you do this now?
Right. I actually created a boxing page on Instagram. It's called PH Boxing Corner. I started it just a few months ago, around April 2021. So it just started as a passion project kasi noticed that itong yung mga Filipino boxers natin, kulang talaga ng form. And usually nakikilala natin yung mga Filipino boxers natin pag na-reach na nila yung level ng like world title, but
Oo.
kulang sa support and kahit yung media attention. So in our own little way, kahit pa bibigyan natin sila ng exposure doon sa page na yun.
Yes, I think Ron, are you following PH Boxing Corner? Sabi ko nung ni-launch ni John yon, and I saw talaga yung mga contents ng kanyang Instagram account. It's really well researched,
Yeah.
well written, at talagang substantive yung laman. And talagang 'di ba, he features boxers, hindi lang yung mga sikat na, but yung talagang who's doing good in the sport of boxing. So congratulations on your Instagram account, John, and promise you for our viewers, you follow PH Boxing Corner and be
Yes.
updated
Thank you.
about Philippine boxing. So, kwento nyo kung paano kayo, paano kayo napunta doon sa mga passions na to. Boxing is nag-start, bata pa si John, and you, Ron, you said it's 2017, but before that, you were really a fit guy, di ba? You are physically active, di ba? You want to exercise. But right now, di ba, kasabay nung yung kasabay ng legal profession, do you see it as something na para bang stress reliever nyo? 'Di ba? Or does it help you at some point to handle your stress just in case na stress kayo sa workout? John? Ayun, parang mahina pa yung internet ni John. I think I would, unahin muna natin si Ron. Stress reliever mo din ba yan kahit papaano? And
Gagawa natin ng parang.
Oo, sige.
Hello. Yes, sige. Sige, I'll go ahead. Definitely a yes. Before, as I've said, it was just like a way to, get out of work or what. But people have been telling me to run more if I wanted to excel in the sport. And believe it or not, running has been parang a blessing kasi parang not only it is a stress reliever, at the same time it relaxes my mind. It gives me an opportunity. Sometimes it's weird parang it relaxes your mind pero bigla ka na lang when you're running, you have ideas about work or like solutions sa work mo, parang ganon. So, ang dami niyang benefits, not just physically or not just for my health, but siguro na for my sanity. Alam mo yung running, sabi nga nila, running away from stress, running away from work. So, other than that, I also picture kasi doing obstacle races, not just like a stress reliever. Parang, it's a way to, train your mind na parang any obstacle thrown at you, 'di ba? Parang you can overcome it. Same as sa race. Parang sinasabi nga nila, yung race today parang life lang natin yan, ma-overcome natin yan lahat. So ganun yung mindset ko, I guess. Or that's how I see it as beneficial to me.
You mentioned about kapag when you run, no, may mga naisip kang thoughts. I think have you read yung book ni Murakami, yung what I talk about when I talk about running ata yon. And nagkikwento siya how running helped him, 'di ba? Kung ano yung mga thoughts niya while running. It's a really good book actually.
Oh.
So John, how about you? Ang boxing ba ngayon, promotion ng Philippine boxing, is it a way of parang stress reliever for you?
Yes, most definitely, no? Kasi first of all, it's a passion project. Just because I love doing it, hindi naman tayo nag-expect na this is really a money-generating endeavor. And mas kaya lang na nakikita natin na nakakatayo sa mga Filipino athletes. The past few months, umiikot din ako from Luzon to Mindanao. Actually, nabisita natin yung mga boxing gyms dyan. And I was able to meet with boxers, coaches, pati mga promoters, and na-appreciate din nila yung yung support natin. Kasi I'm sure, Ron, alam ko nakapag-train din yan sa mga boxing gyms before. I think sa Katipunan, di ba, Ron?
Yes.
And these
Tama.
days kasi, wala sila masyadong, di ba? Wala sila masyadong income ngayon kasi sarado yung mga gyms. If not, limited yung capacity. So, natutuwa sila na kahit paano may mga tao dyan na sumusuporta sa kanila.
Tama. Previously, before the pandemic, we also frequent, di ba, yung sa mga boxing gym sa Katipunan. Pero ngayon nag-close sila di ba, during ngayong pandemic. In fact, dalawa pa yung pwede ko bang bagitin? Dalawa pa yung Elorde sa Katipunan, di ba? But now, wala. And you see the effect of the pandemic, di ba, sa the sports and gyms na dati jump pack, di ba? Pero ngayon, talagang they feel the effect of the pandemic. Okay. So, ito sabi nung someone's may gustong magtanong. So, since both of you are into sports daw and you enjoy the sports that you're into, they would like to know, do you still have some childish things that you do that you enjoy? 'Di ba? Hindi na pala to sports related, but gusto nilang malaman, may mga ba kayo? May mga tinatago kayong mga childish things or habits that you enjoy doing even now that you are lawyers? Umpisahan na natin kay Ron also. Again,
Childish.
baka may na-enjoy ka dyan na unless hindi pwedeng malaman, ano?
Before kasi I've been really an outdoor person. So, dyan So, outdoor person na talaga ako. So, I guess the fact na parang yun nga, ever since na I've been, even with my best friend before from the subdivision, we used to, talagang bike a lot, alam mo yun, do adventures around subdivision. So, I guess, na-carry over pa rin siya until now na I still do outdoor activities a lot. So, I don't know if it's a childish thing lang, pero there. And at the same time, in connection dun sa what I'm doing, di ba, syempre, when we were little, we would always go to the park to do monkey bars, etc. When you do obstacle racing, basically, yun rin yung makikita mo obstacles So, sabi nga nila, it's an adult playground. So, whenever I race and I do mga obstacles, parang minsan naaalala ko yung, when I would go to the park before and play with friends. So, I guess, yun yung mga childish things until now.
I think that counts. Kasi kung ako, pag tatanungin din ako ng childish things, it makes your heart like a heart ng child. Something that makes you genuinely happy, di ba? And if that's biking and outdoor activities, monkey bars, if it makes you happy, di ba? It makes your heart childish, yun na yun. Wow, di ba? You enjoy it with your best friend pa from the subdivision.
Yeah, before.
Oo.
Sorry.
Baka gusto mo siyang batiin.
I'm not sure he's watching nasa Australia na kasi siya now. He's a nurse there. So, if you're watching, hi Raymond.
Ayun, hello Raymond. How about you, John? Mga childish things na ginagawa mo pa, if pwedeng i-share, ha?
For me naman, actually, yung sagot ko hindi, because of the pandemic kasi, di ba, medyo naging limited movement and
yes.
There was a shift doon sa activities natin. So I think, for me, it was just parang yung question mo, parang state of mind siya parang na-miss mo lang yung being carefree, not worrying about work, and yung, what you are, tayo sa profession natin, and just doing things you love and that gives you peace. So what it may be, whether it's boxing or running or what have you. It's just kumbaga, detaching yourself from all the stress.
Oo nga. Ron, nakita mo yung mga post ni John sa Instagram. Galing siyang Siargao. Parang ang tagal niya sa Siargao di ba?
Sarap ang buhay dun
Nakakaingit
John.
Oo. Buti siya nakapag-Siargao Tapos nagpo-post pa talaga siya ng madaming pagkain, mga bahay na pinupuntahan niya, sunsets and
Sense of normalcy
sunrise.
dun. Oo nga
Nainggit kami dyan. Yun ang ibig sabihin, di ba?
Oo.
But you did it also for PH Boxing Corner also, di ba?
Kisita din doon na
Nag-fly ka pa sa ibang Oo.
Games.
Okay. So din, passion related pala yung iyong travel to Siargao. And also a time to detach yourself from the city, sabi nga ni John.
Yeah.
Anyway, but may mga bumati sa inyo
actually.
sa secondary na lang. Oo nga. Pag kami ni Ron, yun yung primary bit. Magpunta kami sa we watch the sunset and the sunrise.
Sunset, yes.
Oo.
Sunrise, tama.
Tsaka, do you surf, Ron? Nagsusurf ka?
I actually wakeboard. That's another passion that I do. Yeah, which I've only kind of been good at this pandemic months kasi more time to go during the weekends. It's in Pampanga, so it's out of Metro Manila. Yeah, it's in Pradera. Yes. So that's another thing I've been doing.
Ayun. Batiin muna natin yung mga batchmates nating nanonood. Sabi ni Haya, hi batches, John and Ron, and hi friend Ange, sabi niya. Ayun. Hello Haya. Ayun. Pati si Dan sa Bilala, sabi niya, nice to see you John and Ron. Diba? And also I have a friend lawyer from SLU. Sabi niya, hi Attorney Angie, sabi ni Michael Noble Tendok. Hello Noble. Ayun. So I see the way na i-relay nyo sa amin yung inyong passions, that you are really bold and brave men. So recently, kahit hindi pa pandemic time, but have you done something that long shot? What long shot have you taken that really paid off recently? Or kahit hindi recent? I'll start with you again, Ron, habang
siguro for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sige, go John.
Go John.
Sorry.
Hindi, go lang.
Go John,
okay.
Go ahead.
Nakakahiyaan pa.
Oo, ikaw muna. Ang tagal na po kasi namin hindi nagkita, kaya ganito kami magkahiyaan kung sino mauunang magsalita. Anyway, John, what long shot have you taken that really paid off?
Okay. Siguro most recently, I think ipaglipam corporate sa firm ulit. Kasi alam naman natin pag nasa in-house counsel, medyo the work is lesser, but
yes,
and then at the same time yung compensation competitive naman, but medyo tends to be a little repetitive, and kung gusto mo ma-challenge, parang I don't think that's the right place for you, diba? So I wanted to gamble on myself and take a chance. So pag dito kasi sa firm, alam naman natin commensurate na yung work mo dun sa what you earn.
Yes, tama.
So you never lose if you bet on yourself.
Yeah, so congratulations on that brave move from corporate. Dati nag-litigation ka and then you moved to be an in-house counsel and now you are back, 'di ba? Sa litigation again and law firm life. And it's an intelligent decision kasi you've been to a firm dati and then nag in-house ka and then
Right.
now that what you like, 'di ba, is to be in litigation in a law firm. Ayun. How about you, Ron? What really paid
Right.
off?
So ayun, I guess I'll be honest. Siguro it's my uh, the field I chose na law is tax. Kasi nga, not everyone, let's admit it, not everyone likes to enter tax when they become a lawyer.
I
Diba?
agree.
Like
I
tax is a
agree. Yes.
subject na we really, parang it's so alien to us. And when I started in SGB, I thought na and I wouldn't even last for like 6 months kasi grabe yung pagka-technical yung mga terms
Oo.
and so but I guess through my desire and to the help of my managers before, I was able to have a growth here sa and luckily just recently I just got promoted, so there.
Mhm.
So I guess that's the
Congratulations.
one thing I really paid off na, to be honest, I didn't see myself doing this for this long kasi marami talagang bagay na hindi ko gets. And until now, there's still things I still don't get. Pero as what my mentors told me, you just need to continue to push for what you want, work hard, and do your part of study the things you need to study. So those are the things that I've been doing naman, and luckily everything has paid off for me. Thank you.
Wow. Oo. You know that's right. Sa mga viewers natin no who's not a law student o kaya hindi lawyers. Kapag law student ka, tax ang pinag-uusapan, yan na yung medyo mag-freak out ka na, di ba? Tax na naman kasi very alien yung term nga ni Ron, alien yung mga terms talaga. Kahit kapag bar exam, kapag third week na, Diyos ko, hindi ka na makakatulog kasi eto
Tama.
na, tax
Tax
na
na,
yung
yeah.
subject, di ba? But now, despite pwede ko bang sabihin, fear talaga na mag-practice ng tax, but it really paid off, di ba? Kasi nagustuhan mo din nung tumagal na tax yung maging practice mo. You didn't expect it talaga, natatagal ka. Ilang years ka na dyan sa
Yes,
SBC?
yes. Officially 4 years. 4 years kasi I started May 10, 2017. So right after I
Hmm.
passed the bar. So 4 years and 5 months or 4 months or 6 months, ganun. Yeah.
Wow! And now
So
you're newly promoted. Oo nga.
yeah.
Congratulations.
So I feel really blessed na yun. Personally, I'm proud na for me sticking na doing this for in corporate tax life kasi nga, well, sabi nga nila tax is not for everyone. Either
Yes.
you love tax but tax doesn't love you, or
Oo.
tax will love you, parang ganun.
Totoo yan. Kasi ako honestly, kung pagpipiliin din ako litigation or tax, mas pipiliin ko bumalik sa litigation kaysa mag-tax ako. Kasi hindi din ako masyadong nag-freak out ako pag tax. But it's good to know that that Ron here, di ba? Yun din yung kanyang expectation ng una but then he loved tax. And kung kayo magiging kliyente, you would want that your lawyer is someone who loves the job talaga, di ba? Anyway, what's your advice to other professionals or other lawyers who wants to pursue their passion? Kasi yung iba, 'di ba, sasabihin nila, wala akong time. Wala akong time for my passion. But we have here Ron, who's very passionate with obstacle course racing, and we have here John, who's into litigation again, but who's promoting Philippine boxing. So, what's your advice sa mga gustong may passion din na lawyers na tulad nyo? John?
I would say something that you're passionate about. Gusto nyo magkaroon ng passion project or gusto nyo mag-pursue ng other endeavors, just go for it. Diba? If it gives you peace and maganda kasi na meron other than a job, diba? But at the same time, please don't day job kasi we still need to pay the bills, diba?
Mm-hmm.
Pero for your mental health, maganda pa din you have yung passion project natin. I always, if you're good at something, never do it for free. But then again, if you want to do it for free, do something you love. So it really helps.
Yes, and you call it your passion project, but ang dami mo din talagang natutulungan. 'Di ba? Because you're advocating, you're promoting Philippine sports, and you're promoting yung mga hindi pa kilalang boxers, but you see the potential in them, 'di ba? So, I think kailangan din nating i-congratulate si John for that brave move. And sabi ko, uulitin ko, it's really well researched, well written, at ang ganda talaga ng contents ng PH Boxing Corner. Ayun. How about you, Ron? What's your advice?
Siguro first advice ko is if you have something that you want to do or like a passion on something, and then sa start parang
Thank you
hesitant
so
or
much.
what. I guess ang advice ko is first don't be scared to do it. Then when you do it, siguro if you want to really be good at it or to improve, siguro it's good to set a goal. Parang I have a goal in mind on what I want to do for the sport or what I want to reach. Para it will drive me to, train harder when I can or tawag dito, stay focused during training times, 'di ba? It's hard kasi 'di ba parang we're working 8 to 5 or what, tapos you're gonna train. 'Di ba syempre 8 to 5. Yun yung problem eh kasi if 8 to 5 you work corporate life, then after nun usually ang reason ay ayoko pagod na ako ganun. So it's really important if you commit to something and become dedicated. Siguro so if you have a passion, siguro don't be scared to try it. At the same time, if you want to be good at it, siguro set goals para your focus will be there and your dedication also. So I guess those are the things na the advices pieces of advice I will give for those who want to enter into a specific sport or any passion or OCR if you want to try it.
Oo. I see. So, when there are days na para bang tinatamad ka, di ba may mga ganong araw na ayaw mong igalaw yung katawan
Yes,
mo.
super dami.
Oo, so you just think of the goal or the vision that you have for
The bigger,
yourself
yes.
sa passion na yon. Wow, itatry kong i-adapt yan sa akin naman pag gusto kong mag-exercise. Oh no, dapat I have a vision, di ba? Kasi darating at darating yung days talaga na tinatamad ka eh, di ba? Na ayaw mong gumalaw. And as lawyers, ang dami mong mga excuses, di ba?
Yes.
Meron ka pang mga exhibit 1, di ba? First argument kung bakit hindi ako mag-exercise ngayon. But yeah, but if you have a goal, di ba? Alam mo kung saan your decisions would be based on the goal or the vision that you have. Okay, so thank you very much, John and Ron. Despite the short notice, also pinaunlakan nyo kami in the invitation na you joined us here in Legal Life. So please invite our Legalites to your socials if those are public and they would like to follow you. Ron?
Sige. I only have an Instagram page. It's public, but feel free to follow me if you wanna get to know my life outside of law. Like, especially now, kasi races are back. Spartan race, wakeboarding. Those are the things I do. So it's at Ron Madrid. So it's just one word, small letters. So feel free to follow me. Or if you have any questions or what about sige, kahit legal, go lang. Sa tax, especially sa tax, go lang. But I would appreciate it if it's also about Spartan because I love to advocate for the sport of obstacle racing.
Oh, yun. So kung
So
gusto
there.
niyo pong makita, kung paano ginagawa ni Ron, what is Spartan race, paano siya nagpe-prepare for it, follow his Instagram account. How about you, John?
Guys, please follow my boxing PH at PH Boxing Corner. It's on Instagram and Facebook.
Ayun, so it's PH Boxing Corner. So if you want to be
Filipino boxers natin, si Manny Pacquiao palabas na. Actually, already retired.
yes, retired.
Future boxers natin.
Ayun po. So kung gusto nyong kilalanin yung ating mga ibang Filipino boxers that really have potential, 'di ba? please follow PH Boxing Corner. So again, Ron and John, thank you very much, 'di ba, sa in joining us tonight. Ayun. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, John. Thank you, Anne.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for having us. Thank you for everyone. Thanks for everyone watching.
Ayun, so for sponsorships and collaborations, if you want to feature your firm or your brands, please email PH, Boulder Channel PH at gmail.com and follow our socials at the Boulder Channel. Don't miss Negocentials with Ellen Samano next week, 6 p.m. And stay tuned for Curve TV tonight at 7:30 p.m. with Architect Patch after Legal Life. So again, my name is Angie Medina and you've just watched another episode of Legal Life, the boldest legal magazine show dito lang sa The Boulder Channel. Remember, to always do things right the first time, but if it doesn't work as planned, there may not be do-overs, but surely there will be some lessons learned. So salamat at stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe, everyone. Thank you again. Bye.